Achio, but they don't tell me who are deep in a person account. Who's an ancient China interior minister the bar say, and crown mo soldier police, one my custom security union. The young crowd 1,003 or more HIV before the kind of a tour say, if you graduate, you're disqualified. I feel more or more qualified and I feel HIV adocron cray. The men who are Ibia, Nipana yet 9 countries or more HIV. Oh, Africa, 9 countries. Now Ghana and Canada, by Ghana we are getting there. Because we say, one say, and crank it and get your almost to say, or more HIV, almost an air daching. It's careful. Say, cran cry and crank it and get ya, woman started life with HIV, how much more system. Ed and penny for be a young cran because in penny for dim cry and credit penny for. It is young crank it to a cran 1,003 or more system, dear son, woman. Careful. Maybe you don't crack your name because HIV they don't. At the same what the time and bomb so. The first time I have my family don't looking of the universe. You bet my follow me Facebook Don't Tilo TV, uko YouTube at Don't Tilo, TikTok at Don't Tilo, on Instagram the _ Don't Tilo. Now that I'm near Queen. Achiu, but prima messi again. Red Rose beer, baby, I will be as and some unum beer, pepinum. Oh, sport maybe no I feminine febimra. Prima, the messi walk up with your man for city I have born. Oh dear, for too much is hacky, try enough to be mount call from the hobble over Casamekai. Ni bi opaba frame ne fia da na memfa bi mero wo pese o edit buta o ba bia o Ghana frame ye de bi bebreo ba bia wo bia memfa mfiri kumase o ye wo ba bi be bi egu ye de bebreo e bia bi suro se bia food and drug because ye echiche food and transport for he ni sisu Ghana no ti don men suro ba bia wo wiase bia o pese o ye distributor man ya e salary what yase maka cho say ablante de usisu akwantu de manamra woni because Ghana almost youth no ye development almost 80 to 90% ejina akwantu so mo ma school to kon mo ma wi to kwantu wan to bi dia wa lie de bia me de me ka to Dubai na mti Dubai la na me wo ba man fo so mo de de mo pe Europe na Dubai ya abro chire banya Germany me ba ye di kan the first batch coin enya me na me ye champion travels na ye me ba no be contact him so wo platform ye nso you deal ye nkasa me ma mo nipa 5 o mu na to Germany si America say o ma san de foforo ba woni ji ho a Schengen na to Germany na ne okuru bi apeso ko bia na wo woni ji ho a hitime don le e manti wa na wo kura visa e bo to li ni akire it's so big hit me and watching to Dubai media me say for de oko Juma e was California man e wan hia for ne ma me Dubai de me fa say hia for de to be a pocket enum pono enu tine am minya Europe na me nka no enum pono man for per work and pay Dubai for na man for niska Dubai kura man for per work and pay say fa na kono nkutua how much more Europe so on say wuntimi Europe na me wono na wo pe Dubai no so a is accepted Dubai so your ba we be ma e bi twa to ndi upa hitime ubakasa mekan nti se upe ensani bi upe ye German Schengen visa no upe Dubai akwa number na ba ko +971 55 20 44316 me say dey +971 55 20 44316 don HIV dey eso hwe ho yi because they see as enkura nketenkete a omokura ko pe security side say be your police soldier customs e wo HIV ama enkura na disqualify nipa 1,003 how much more penny for more system ntinya abotre na ti HIV abu Ghana ye careful Yanko.
High HIV rates. 9. Kenya, 1.5 million cases. Kenya's epidemic has been driven by high-risk communities in urban areas where healthcare access is limited and awareness about safe practices remains low. Poverty plays a central role. When survival is the daily priority, healthcare rarely makes the list. Kenya has made genuine progress in treatment and prevention over the past decade, but with 1.5 million people living with HIV, the work is far from finished. Number 8, Nigeria, 2.1 million cases. Nigeria has a massive and rapidly growing youth population, and limited education about safe practices has left that population vulnerable. Rural areas are hit hardest, where healthcare infrastructure is weakest, and international aid programs carry much of the weight. Over 2.1 million Nigerians are currently living with HIV, and prevention remains one of the country's most urgent public health challenges. Number 7, Tanzania, 2 million cases. Tanzania's rural communities have experienced some of the highest infection rates in the country. Limited health education, poor access to clinics, and the movement of people for work have all contributed to the spread. Around 2 million Tanzanians are living with HIV today. Awareness campaigns and treatment programs are helping, but the reach into remote communities remains the biggest challenge. Number 6, Mozambique, 2.2 million cases. Mozambique's epidemic is deeply tied to gender inequality. Women here often have less power to insist on safe practices, which dramatically increases their risk of contracting HIV. Poverty limited healthcare facilities, and the social stigma around testing make it difficult for people to seek help, even when they suspect something is wrong. 2.2 million people are living with the virus in a country where simply getting tested still carries enormous social consequences. Number 5, Uganda, 1.4 million cases. Uganda was once held up as a global success story in the fight against HIV, having dramatically reduced its infection rates in the 1990s through aggressive awareness campaigns. But the gains have been difficult to sustain. Around 1.4 million Ugandans are currently living with HIV, and new infections continue to occur at rates that public health experts find concerning. A country that showed the world what was possible is still fighting the same battle decades later. Number 4, Zambia, 1.5 million cases. Zambia has one of the highest HIV prevalence rates in the world relative to its population size. Around 1.5 million Zambians are living with the virus, and the epidemic is particularly severe among young women and girls. Economic dependence, limited access to education, and cultural factors around relationships have all contributed to keeping infection rates high despite years of international intervention. Number 3, Zimbabwe, 3 million cases. Zimbabwe's epidemic was fueled by economic collapse, mass migration, and a healthcare system that was pushed to the breaking point during years of political and economic turmoil. Stigma and discrimination made it harder for people to get tested or access care even when services were available. Close to 3 million Zimbabweans are living with HIV today. International support and local programs have helped reduce new infections, but the scale of the challenge remains one of the largest in the region. Number 2, Malawi, 990,000 cases. Malawi is one of the smallest countries on this list, but carries one of the heaviest burdens relative to its population. Nearly 1 million Malawians are living with HIV in a country of just 20 million people. Women in Malawi face significant pressure in relationships and often have limited ability to negotiate safe practices, a pattern that has consistently driven higher infection rates. Healthcare access outside major cities remains severely limited. Number 1, South Africa, 8 million cases. South Africa has the largest HIV epidemic in the world, not just in Africa, in the entire world. Over 8 million South Africans are living with HIV. Large, it's difficult to
South Africa na me pese ba. Mo se nche yakofa ya de chief South Africa ba. Na me point ni say sai ni kwa na se nke test o monsa. Ni pa do na e form ba no. South Africa lead HIV bi asi nyina o. Nya Africa pe. Lead HIV. It's a poor because you say wo sika e ma mpa adwuma, me ma kura mpa adwuma. Ti e wo de wo sika de e ma no betuma kekanta so pe 3 some 4 some kura bebo. Nti ama wo mu die ho se die se Ghana ye cherish die ne da bi. Nti ama HIV wo pa wo na leading e wa Africa. Ni Ghana for the be likely say den because 8 million people and we HIV wo no mo the system no. Nti nipa no why tuntuntum wo sha tare fito de be kan bia ye. Nti sanko for ne don ba na sen ka ban ne check wo mu nyina ansa. Na wo mo ye hu so mo obi e de wo ato aduru so because be enye possible say nipa e de on ba obi ni HIV. On na me kire no. Ansa na ye wo system mu say enkofo ekranfo mu fi South Africa ma ye ma 1003 wo HIV no ye ma wo. Nti bisa wo se nkura no. Omo ye de no munya HIV nkura no bibiri sex no say ye wo system da na break yo. Nti na say HIV ni de se nkura nketenkete obi ampanyifo na de ma wo. Nti nkura the house interior minister da ba se nkura 1003 a wo am de HIV ma sa nkura no. Akura bi okura bi a the first sex no di nya apanyibu ene da se de teacher ni akura yi da wo lab yi. Wo na me chi teacher ni betuma tap de ama akura no easily. The teacher form na nkura da omo ayi no omo da don HIV is in Ghana, you're careful. What's that cause? Dia be your Ghana, dia you're careful. The HIV or Ghana. It be child life so. What dream via wood, trim or dream in Emma. And see, because interior when I check it, so why was Accra was so? Say why are crapping? So we SS also pay you pay so customs, pay so immigration, pay so calling. Now HIV. Accra get one no. When you're crying your life, it be something and penny fund your more than. Sakura kete na kura na won wawie utweta ma wie SS no ebi okro wie SS no on for bada obo wie SS kwa ni breaking virginity na enkura tuma break o virginity ama ne omu HIV akura wokope soldier wokope police wokope custom don enyemu wa mo ne de HIV ni ma sankura no empanyifo ene obati aduro na wono ma etumi ne be ma da eduro ya wo ne be ma tumi da wo da che eduro na ne be ma oba da obe ho be che enu nko na ya de omo tonti akwe sex na nka wode enye nwa sa akura wakoto forms se ope tertiary yi bi akọ no HIV na nkro makoto form akoma akota 1003 HIV this is ade we hu yemwe ni yi mame hu toto wate na pa